Hello civil engineers, welcome to this lecture. So in this lecture we will see how to calculate the quantity like cement, sand, aggregate for a mixed design. We have always done all these things for a nominal mixed design, right? So in this lecture I'll explain you how it has to be done for the mixed design. So always remember, whenever we go for a concrete above M20 or let us say M25, we don't have any proper fixed ratio to that. So in that case, when you work in any big construction company, there will be a person, quality control engineer, or let us say your project manager, they will do the mixed design. So now I have one mixed design with me for M25 grade of concrete, where they are saying the cement content, what you're supposed to put is how much? 365 kg per liter. Fine sand will be 709. Coarse aggregate of 20 mm and down will be 806 kg. Coarse aggregate 10 mm and down is 429 kg. Water you're supposed to add 168 kg per liter. Okay. And then they have given this material, but they have given the ratio like for cement it is 1. For fine aggregate it is 1.94. For coarse aggregate it is 2.21. And for coarse aggregate of 10 mm it is 1.18. And the water is 0.46. Now the first question is, how did they come to this conclusion of 1.94 and all? So normal, if I ask you for M20, you know it is 1 is to 1.5 is to 3. So here what you're supposed to do, you first write cement. Cement is 365, right? Good. So always cement will be 1 whenever we write. Now come to the second part. The second is your sand. So what you're supposed to do, whatever is your sand, that is 709, you divide 709 by 365. If I do that, 709, okay, let me do it in a better way. I'll write it here. 709, you divide it by, always your sand aggregate should be divided by the cement. Okay, the cement is 365. Try to do it manually. So it is 709 divided by 365. So it will come out to be 1.942. So same thing, you can see 1.94. These people have written it here. Got it? Now similarly come for the next part. What is the next part? The next part is your, yeah. So this is done. Now come for the next part. Next is coarse aggregate of 20 mm. Again, it is 806 here. They're given 806. So what I'm supposed to do, 806 will be divided by cement. So 365. Try to do that. 806 divided by 365. So it will be 2.20, 2.20, 2.20. And you can see the same thing written on the right side also. They are written 2.21. I have written 2.20. It's okay. Now come to the last part. That is 429. So take 429. Okay. And so you'll divide 429 divided by 365. So 429 divided by 365 will be 1.17. I got 1.18. Okay. So it will be 1.18. So this much understanding is clear. Good. Now coming to the water cement ratio. The water cement ratio, these people have directly given 0.46. Water cement ratio we do based on the workability, based on the condition that we have. Okay. In this case, they haven't made use of an admixture, not required. This is understood. Now we'll go with the other calculation like how much cement, how much sand, how much aggregate is required. So for that, I had explained you in my quantity estimation course how to do it for M15 grade of concrete. And there is a video uploaded on that. You can go through that lecture. You'll be able to understand. I'll directly take you to the Excel sheet and let me do it directly here. Okay. This is the Excel sheet what I've taught you to prepare in my quantity estimation course. So my ratio is 1 is to 1.92, isn't it? So let me check it out once again. So based on that, I'll get the complete material here. So 1.94 it is. Okay. I'll input 1.94 here. And aggregate, what you're supposed to do is you have to add both the aggregate. Okay. So here what these people have done, 20 mm he has given 2.21, 10 mm he has given 1.18. You can add both, that is 2.21 plus 1.18, you add it. So 2.21 plus 1.18, this will give me 3.39. So 3.39, I'll do 3.39 input in my Excel sheet. So come here. So here you put 3.39, finish. You got the complete estimation here. For 1 cubic meter, if I want to prepare 1 cubic meter of M25 grade of concrete, having a ratio of 1 is to 1.94 is to 3.39, I require 8 bags of cement. I require 16 point, yeah, I require 16.66 CFT and I require 29.112 CFT of a aggregate. Simple. So I'll do the same calculation manually in front of you. So first we'll start with the cement. Always the conversion factor is 54% increase. That is 1.54. So I'll take 1.54. Okay. So you have to do it manually. 1.54. I'll multiply this by volume. I'll do it for 1 cubic meter. I'll multiply by the cement volume. The cement ratio is 1. And then I'll divide the total with, I'll divide it by the total ratio. The total ratio is 1 plus 1.94 plus 3.39. Close the bracket and hit the enter button. So you'll get 0.24 cubic meter of the cement is required. But I want cement in terms of bag. So 150 kg bag is, if I ask you the volume, it will be 0.0347. So what I'll do, I'll take this volume. This volume you divide by 0.0347, you'll get cement in bag. So I require 7 cement bags. Here I have done a round off. If you want, I'll take out the round off from here. So if I take out the round off, so it will, yeah, give me a minute. It will work out now. Okay. Yeah. So you can see 7.06 has come. Same thing I got here. Simple. Fine. Now we'll come to the sand quantity. Again, sand, what you'll do, you do the same calculation. So 1.54. Got it? We'll multiply this by 1 cubic meter. Now you multiply by the sand ratio. My sand ratio is 1.94. So 1.94. You divide this by the total ratio. So total ratio is 1 plus 1.94 plus 3.39 and close the bracket. So whatever answer you're getting, that is 0.47. This is in cubic meter. But sand, we always order in cubic feet. So what you do, the conversion factor from cubic meter to the cubic feet is 35.31. So what I'll do, cubic meter answer, I'll multiply by 35.31. So I require 16.66 CFT of a sand. Same thing, you can see it here. Similarly, you do it for the aggregate. So in the aggregate, you can do one thing. In your question, what is the aggregate they have given? They have given it separately. Like 20 mm they has given separately, 10 mm he has given separately. So you can take a separate calculation and you can do that. First, I'll take a separate calculation. Remember, here the ratio is 2.21. So what you're supposed to do, very simple again, 1.54. You multiply this by 1 and multiply this by not 3.39 because 3.39 is including 20 and 10 mm aggregate. So what I'll do, I'll take only the 20 mm and downside aggregate. So from here, so 20 mm and downgrade is 2.21, right? So you take 2.21 this time. So 2.21, got it? This you divide by the total ratio. So in the total ratio, it will be 1 plus 1.94 plus take 3.39 because this is total ratio. Close the bracket. You'll get the answer in cubic meter. So whatever answer you get, you multiply this by 35.31, you'll get the answer in CFT, which is 18.98 CFT. But here you are getting 29 because this answer is including both 20 and 10 together. Now I'll do one more. I'll do it for 10 mm and below. And then if I add both, no, I'll get the same answer and I'll do the same calculation in front of you. Now come to the other calculation. So before that, I'll check the value what I have taken here. So here for 10 mm and down size, it is 1.18. So remember 1.18. This time we'll use the same calculation. So again, 1.54. I'll multiply by 1 cubic meter. I'll multiply this by 1.18 because 10 mm and below we have 1.18. You divide by the total ratio. So total ratio will be 1 plus 1.94 plus 3.39. Close the bracket. You'll get the answer, which is 0.28 cubic meter. And if I multiply 0.28 by 35.31, I'm getting 10.13. So if I add both the thing, that is 18.98 plus 10.13, it should match my answer, which is 29.12. And same thing, you can see it here. Got it? So aggregate, since here the question was 20 mm separately they have given and 10 mm separately they have taken. So that is why according to the 20 mm, I require 18.98 CFT. And for 10 mm and downsize, I require 10.13, but together it will come out to be 29 CFT, which you can see it here. Now the main question is, right now whatever I have found is for 1 cubic meter. Let us say you want to prepare a 7 cubic meter concrete, right? Since it's a concrete is being prepared in the batching plant, so it will be done in a huge quantity. Or let us say you're doing a footing and your concrete quantity for a footing required is 7 cubic meter. So you get a transit mixer of 7 cubic meter. You will fill the concrete and you bring it to the site. Now for 7 cubic meter, how much quantity is required? Simple calculation I'll do. My total volume is 1 here. I'll take 7. Based on 7, my answer is ready. So I require 50 bags of cement. I require 116 CFT of sand. I require 203 CFT of my aggregate. So same answer, if you want, you can do it here also. 7.01 bag was required. I'll multiply this by 7. So I require 49 bag. So you can see the same answer. Sand, I wanted 16.66 CFT for 1 cubic meter. For 7 cubic meter, I'll multiply 7 into this volume. I'll get 116.66, which you can see it here. Aggregate you want, you make it separate answers. Got it? So in this way, you can try to do the estimation for any mixed design that is given to you. You need to understand the fundamentals. That's how the entire calculation is to be done. Got it? Great. So if you're someone who is interested to learn all these things in a better way, so there is a course of mine by name Quantity Estimation, where I taught you all these things, how to prepare. This is just a 0.001% of what is there in my course. You'll learn how to prepare the bill of quantities. You'll learn rate analysis. You'll learn the complete building estimation right from excavation. I'll show you how it has to be done. And also you'll learn how to prepare this Excel sheets. None of the Excel sheets will be given to you. You'll prepare it on your own, and I'll teach you how it has to be prepared. Because my Excel sheets, you cannot use it anywhere, because each projects are different. If you're thinking that with this Excel sheet I can do anything, nothing will happen. Each project is different. So we have to prepare our own Excel sheet. So this is how we start with the course. So I'll be teaching you right from excavation, PCC, concrete, form work. Okay. So, and a lot of assignments will be given, and then the step footing calculation, slope footing calculation, raft foundation, then painting calculations, material cost, what will be the total material cost and all. So you can download my Civil Brains app, where there's a course of mine by name Advanced Quantity Estimation. And there are other courses like 75 days internship. You have a drawing. There are more than 10 to 15 courses with a very affordable price and quality content. And you can check out the reviews that is given by almost 35 to 40,000 students all across the world. And we'll see you back in the next lecture. Please do like and subscribe to my channel so that you can follow me and you will not miss any of the content that you get from my channel.